Salutations and greetings, my name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka Wise Clown. Welcome to my tube. I hope you stick around. Excuse me. I like to tell stories. Things are pretty wild and crazy and kind of scary right now. My interpretations have always kind of calmed people down a little bit. It's okay, it's alright. Because I've seen worse. Yep, I've seen a lot worse. Everybody knows that when things gotta get worse to get better. It's like your heartbeat. If you look at the electrocardiogram of your heartbeat, EEG, it gets high, but after every high, there's this little bloop, negative. Comes with and goes with the territory. Duality is kind of melding. Things are getting kind of weird. People are seeing things they've never seen before in themselves. And that's reflecting into their outer world. I think it's kind of cool myself. I've always believed in magic. So when I think of scenarios that I never thought would have come to pass, to be true, to me, it's magic. Because there's a word called manifestation. That means I make things happen. Not bad things. I am a light worker. That's how you tell who a light worker is where their vibrational frequency stays in balance. Where are they at their state of rest? Are they in the heart space of Christ consciousness that you want nothing but to save the world? That you want everybody to have a place to feel safe? Because I know what it's like to not feel safe. Because I've been in unsafe positions that I put myself in, and some were unbeknownst to me. My reason for being is to help people decipher and to learn to go by their hearts. It's pretty much the only reason why I'm here. I've always gone by my heart. I've looked like a fool. I don't mind. I get attention. Not always positive, but again, with every positive comes negative. Kind of keeps me right size, keeps me getting a little bit too big for my britches. When big things happen, I just kind of take pause. Clear the slate and be open to whatever's next. Some people say bad things happen in threes. There's all kinds of sayings. It's hard to keep up. And people's interpretations of words is between just their frame of reference and the regions in which they grew up. They mean different things to different people. That's why communication has always been a struggle. But if you consider where the heart space of where that ain't 15 from the heart space in which the person that you're dealing with is, at this point in time in history, it's best to just use that as a determination, is as if you want to keep knowing them or not. Because now is the time to cut everything, trim all that fat, trim it all. Even if it's just for a couple days, dip back into that timeline later if you need to. But you like my shirt? Keep calm and stay shiny. My brother bought it for me. I love Firefly. Don't get me started on that. I'll start bouncing like a weird kid. I saw a kid with this same shirt. I'd never seen somebody. No, I take it back. I saw one other person at an airport once. So I've seen two people like-minded like me. That's how I know. If I walk into a room and see somebody with the same shirt on, I'm gonna, you beeline right to him. You are drawn to like as attracts like. Same frequency. It's drawn to same frequency. You're not gonna freaking resonate with some people in relationships anymore. You can be sad about it if you want. But if you think about how The lighting just got, the lighting just changed. If you think about what your relationship is with that person and who they really are you really missing out anyway? The whole experience of life has been imagination. People have always said, "Can you imagine?" That's all I have, because I don't have the same frame of reference that most people have. And I know I'm not alone. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that grew up with parents that were single, that had mental health issues, that were looking up at the poverty level. I'm sure a lot of people have lived that experience in the 20th, 21st century. They're still living it. If you win it to win it, you win for the collective. If you want it for the collective, you don't want everyone to win. It's the difference, and people really need to follow their heart right now and listen to everything it says. And if you're wrong about it, that's your lesson to learn. But do not ignore. And your heart is directly in line with your gut and your mind. It's all congruent. And go by your first reaction. Even if people always tell you first thought wrong, nope. Right now, go by that one. So. Music is playing a very big part for me. This is kind of cool. Here's a cool synchronicity to as an example is to finding your same freak tribe. As a kid I follow, I've mentioned him before. He's doing good things with veterans. Walk and talk. I mix things up, and then if inaccurate information gets out there, I get pissed off. Speaking of, I changed my name to my Instagram and my YouTube channel. It's now it.RD, Third Eye Activism. Yep, I like it. So he is Veterans Walk and Talk. So it's not alphabetized. That's how I remember it. W first. Veterans walk, because they go walk first, and you probably gotta loosen up before you want to talk. So alright, they're done. So he was in Hollywood, which is also being revealed to what it is, the seediness and the glow. If you take from somebody else's essence, if you want to take from them, and if you do it even in a gross, crafty, manipulous way, you don't steal kisses, you come direct and you ask permission. It ain't cute to steal kisses. It ain't hot to grab somebody and just take. You don't know. You don't get to do that. So, in the spirit of that climate, he was a child actor, and he got out of the business and or escaped pretty much, because a lot didn't. And he posted this morning, because Loretta, we have Netflix, and I just put it on a series and go of depending on her mood. And so lately it's been a lot. I mean, it's either we go between right now it's like Grace and Frankie, or Cheers, or Frasier. Grey's Anatomy actually is what the current situation is, but we kind of rotate through those, because rotation is important, because you get stuck and stagnant. That's why freaking Congress is shit. It's been run by the same group of people for like fucking 45 years, and they're all getting senile and thinking, anyway. That's another story. So this kid was in an episode of it. Yeah, it's pretty funny. So I'm gonna go back and watch that later. But then the synchronicity that leads on, if you go to his Instagram page, he tells stories of synchronicities there. That's how we know that our life is in alignment. It's like they're like little lily pads of confirmation, like how a frog, I don't know. Do people know how frogs really live? Or they just say, oh, look, a frog. They used to have these things called lily pads in the creek, and they'd jump to get across. They'd use it anyway. So I don't even remember why I was talking about lily pad now. Because I'm easily impressionable by music. So if you are feeling low right now, it's very important to listen to do whatever you can to freaking raise your vibration. Right now, there's so many depressed people. They just don't even know what to think with all these feelings that they have, because they have no choice but to deal with these emotions. And a lot of people don't want to deal with the emotions, so they're just taking out their light. It's sad, but it's true. God, I wish I would have gotten that. No, I'll catch it on the rewatch. So, I think that's all I have for today. I hope you all have a rad day. Peace.